All right, welcome back to GFL2. We're gonna play just a little bit of stuff. I'm just gonna do a little dailies, and we're gonna play a little bit of stuff. First part of the story quest, and I'll decide if I want to roll Zhao Wei. I don't know if I want to roll Zhao Wei. I'm also kind of deciding to just downgrade to a dolphin from a Giga Whale because they did so much things that I don't know, because a lot of my characters are so I'm kind of future proof for a long time, man. I don't know. Releasing Kukai really early just just trivializes so much. Anyway, yeah, let's get started. Let's okay. I'm still deciding if I should roll for Zhao Wei. I haven't actually farmed any of Zhao Wei's equipment yet. I've just been focusing farming Springfield's attachments. I probably have a good setup already. Like, I haven't leveled any of them. Let's go sniper. Just do let's go to Nemesis just to get. Where's Nemesis? Where's the Nemesis? Alright. So, the thing about Springfield, she will use health boost and health because one of her mechanics allows her to. It has to do with over her healing, and if she overheals to a certain point, you gain damage boost. Okay, this is kind of okay. Kind of okay. It's not the best. Okay, this is not bad. Not bad. Could be better, but you know. I have a set. I at least have a set going, so it's not so bad. Wait. No. All right. I could use this for Springfield, but like okay, at least I have something. So I have something for Springfield, but I don't know when she's gonna be going out. Some people are theorizing it's either her on the 6-month anniversary, or it's Leva, or you know, Rebella. I mean, actually, Rebella makes sense considering. No, this is I'm basing it on like current teams, not based on like story. Because if Rebella's story, if she's dependent on story, then Rebella can't be next. But then again, Mo said that if you guys don't care about like ordering of things, then Rebella is high. I think Rebella has a high probability considering she's a fan favorite. She is Frost, which Global already has a good Frost. Global has a decent Frost team. Lightning team doesn't exist yet. It would be weird to introduce Leva without like fucking without any the other Lightning characters. And then what are the other options? Little Lane's also an option. She's physical. You get started with physical. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Not gonna think about it right now. I'm excited to play Frontline Survivors. I'm still deciding, man. Should I roll? I don't know, man. Kinda. Oh, I haven't done this. All right, I haven't done any of the bounties. Let's do the bounties. Oh yeah, I got the new costume. She's wearing it. Looks nice. Where is... Started to level Crew Cry's attachments. I think I had upgraded a lot of the agnostic gear before the phase strike. I don't know. I'm not feeling leveling up the phase strikes, considering I'm still willing to wail over for like fucking. Where's I'm still willing to wail for like the gold chips, but like other stuff, I don't feel like it anymore, man. I used to do like the daily buying of the crystals. Collect crystals, but like, you know, if you compute how much you spend per month, it's like 200 something, and then wait, there you go. Yep, whatever, bro. Start. It's gaming time. Easy. Parkery. Oh, yeah. All right. This is kind of a long way, but not so bad. Could be worse. All right, go around. Hopefully. Ah, fuck it, bro. You could always do that. They didn't spend too much time trying to play this game, man. Oops. Got to shoot the dude. Wait, bad idea. Go down. Nice. Kill one of the I'm surprised SMG is good enough. It can. Wait, did they just send the burn team against all Jafat? That's cool. No damage, bro. I just realized I'm fighting all Jafat. It'll be fun times. Who knows? Maybe it's not much of an issue as I thought it would be. Who knows? Well, we already have a lot of HP down for this dude anyway, so. Alright, let's see the damage from nothing at all. Oh, truly no damage at all. They weren't joking. Not so bad. Cool. All right, the physical team. Where's Dion? Where's where? Who's my healer for the physical team? I actually don't remember. Oh well, we could just send yeah. We'll be fine. Should be no problem at all. Easy peasy. Either way, I see either way. What an ass experience here. The fuck? Oh, they can still see through that. I didn't know that. Oh well, we could just skip for recuperation. Not the biggest issue. It's really not worth, you know, it's really not worth your time. Just trying to figure that out. Okay, I need to wait for this guy to chill out. Oh wait, yeah, that does nothing. No, I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I forgot to switch. Where are we now? Okay, I need to turn right here. I gotta wait for that guy to chill out. Okay, that's where I want to go anyway. Fuck it, I just want to wipe these guys out. Too lazy, dude. I realized I didn't need a healer because Papa Easy could also do that. Forgot that's a thing. No Tsugaki. God damn it. Okay, I need to actually play now. We're not gonna make it, are we? This is gonna be a team wipe. This is a team wipe for sure. Fine. It's not the biggest problem. All right. I don't know why it's easier this time around, but okay, let's not think about it. It just happened. Alright, at least this is done. Alright, ice team. Oh man, I hate this. Oh thank god, this is the map that allows you to do this. Okay. Alright, the guy I needed to kill was that guy anyway. Not screw. Whatever, man. Gotta be careful without that. Oh, I should have waited a little for the guy to come in. It's fine, it's fine. It's not like the end of the world. It's only one dude. Okay, two dudes. Okay, not a big problem. Can handle them. Fine, let's start this properly, man. Let's start this properly. I love Macchiato for that shit. Reception's so base. You know. I just don't have time for those bullshit, so you just intercepts. All right, here we go. Ah, fuck it. Never stood a chance. Alright, cool. We're done. Okay, we're done with that. All right. Story. What's through permission? Oh, this thing. Yeah, just remember. What is that? From the summary. Okay, so this is the stuff that you got. Oh, I thought it was a stick. Oh, I thought it was like, is that a stick? Okay, well, we'll need to get. I want to get all 6 of those. Let's start with the story. With a deafening screech, the door to the intercontinental train car slowly grinds open. A green-tinted figure rides the flow of the crowd into the cabin and quickly strides over to her cramped window seat. I'm on the train. I'll be back once the request is complete. Diane will manage the squad's affairs while I'm away. I would also urge everyone to rationally consider my proposal. After sending that message to the squad's chat group, Zhao Wei puts down her comm terminal and turns her gaze outside the train window. Somewhere in a place where she cannot see, a gigantic MBV is encamped in the wilderness, over 10 kilometers away from the supply station. Just then, metal shutters close over the armored glass windows of the cabin, obscuring everything from view. With nothing to look at, Zhao Wei shifts her gaze to look inside the cabin. More and more people file into the cabin, filling up the seats around her. Soon, there is a loud whistling as the fully loaded train lurches into motion, gradually picking up speed as it pulls out of this tiny supply station, and also away from the Elmo. 1 week ago, aboard the Elmo. The Elmo has set off once again after the mission to render emergency assistance to Yonmarion. We head toward Lib to keep our promise with Kalina. Ever since we got caught up with in this crazy commission, the masterminds been hidden within the shadows have gradually come to the fore. As a result, the agreement that has bound me for 10 years has begun to lapse, and the number of dolls who just happen to return to the Elmo has grown as well. While meeting old friends again is always a joyous occasion, it does lead to some awkward moments at times. For instance, a herd of shares in a place like this? That does seem to be the case. What should we do about that, Shiki-kan? 3 minutes ago, I was chatting idly with the others when I got a report from Aileen. The Elmo encountered a herd of upstairs while cruising across the landscape. I reflexively began issuing orders to the dolls around me in order to get into action quickly and minimize the damage to the MVP's undercarriage. Centaur Resi Macchiato guard the forward engine. Monsign's squad will cover the rear. Monsign's squad will cover the rear. Diane, Xiang Yu, and Zhao Wei flank from behind and pick up any upstairs that approach. Yo. oh yeah. Wait, is WA-2000 a German gun? Yeah, maybe it is a German gun. Understood. Time for me to show my stuff. As I finish giving orders, the dolls reply in the affirmative one after another. The sole exception is the doll in green before me, stroking her knife as she perks up an eyebrow. Am I part of this operation too? I smile sheepishly as I look at her. Well, am I? After realizing what I have done, I look at Zhao Wei, and the embarrassed smile fades from my face. During the years since I left Griffin, Diane, Xiang Yu, and CZ75 hasn't arrived in time to meet me, found each other in the contamination zones, started traveling together, and eventually found a band come tactical squad, Monsoon Squad. While Diane and Xiang Yu came to my aid, Zhao Wei, the leader of the Monsoon Squad, accompanied them without complaint. Strictly speaking, however, she and her squad are not part of the Elmo, and as such I have no authority over her or any right to give her orders. I'm sorry, I started barking orders without realizing it, and I didn't seek your opinion on the matter. Still, this is something of an emergency, so would you mind if I borrow 2 of your members for the time being? Naturally, if you were willing to help out too. I don't mind at all. As the saying goes, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. I thought it was when in Rome. Okay, it's the same. Okay, sorry, I had a different. I remember a different phrasing of that line. Anyway, that said, Monsoon Squad has not conducted many joint operations with other tactical units in the past, so we're not really used to it. What do you mean you're not used to it? Just stay on the Elmo for a few more days and you'll be right at home. Zhang Yu walks over with a cheerful smile on her face and pats Zhao Wei on the shoulder. The Shiki-can is super trustworthy, you know. When it comes to fighting, just leave everything to her. Right, let's go then. Zhao Wei nods and says no more. She follows Zhang Yu and others as they jog down the corridor. As I watch her eyes catching green silhouette shrink into the distance, I shake my head. Groza hears me and approaches, tactical tablet in hand. Shiki-kan, should we hold a welcome party for Monsoon Squad? I'll just check. We had some decorations left over in the storeroom. No, let's leave the welcome party for later. We still don't know what the Monsoon thinks about all this, and CZ75 isn't with them either. It will be very awkward if they end up declining our offer. In that case, what if we have Monsoon Squad put on a guerrilla performance? They just finished an emergency reinforcement mission, so having them put on a show should be a way for them to relax. You can use this as an opportunity to have a good chat with the rest of the Monsoon too. That does sound like it's worth a try. Can you help me make the arrangements, Groza? Just leave it to me. Oh yeah, Shiki-kan, there's one more thing. She hands me her tablet. The screen shows a new email from Reef. Investigate unusual variegated activity. Reef sure knows how to saddle me with more work. Can we not take this one? We barely just get together these past few days of free time. But Shiki-kan, the payout for this commission is the biggest we've recently gotten. And besides, Reef hands out commissions based on the contractor's previous performance. Let me guess, we're in the red again. Most were set that Shiki-kan. We spent a lot on that operation to assist Yomarion. Now we have more people on the Elmo. We may have to throw ourselves on Miss Colleen's mercy when we arrive at Liv. Yeah, I pronounce it. At this rate, I'll be at a mercy if we actually make it to Liv in the first place. Take care of this commission too. We'll head out once Monsoon Squad does their show. Understood. 2 days ago on the Elmo. The lounge is packed with people even though it's close to midnight. Monsoon Squad's first Guerrilla Live has just ended in a resounding success. Marvelous. Your dancing was magical, Yang Yu. I thought Miss Diane's pronounce this, music was moving too. I preferred Miss Zhao Wei's Suona accompaniment. The solo near the end was quite stirring. Upon hearing people praise them, Yang Yu puffs off her chest with a smug look on her face. How's that, Shiki-kan? I did well, didn't I? Yes, you did. My hands are actually sore from clapping. Too bad we couldn't do the complete show because Faye isn't here. If all of Monsoon were here and we had Faye to play the drums for us, would really bring the house down. Isn't that right, One-san? Zhao Wei? Jenny merely grasped Diane with one hand and Zhao Wei with the other, placing herself between them. Yes, I do hope Faye will be able to return soon. My dear sister's rather restless while handling the drums without Faye around to be her sparring partner. We get Faye, bro. We just burned the whole place down. Anyway, I remember Monsoon truly is indispensable. Diane smiles and squishes Zhang Yu's cheeks. In contrast, Zhao Wei puts the Suona away and silently takes a step away from the group. That would depend on the circumstances. At times, removing any unnecessary cord improves the piece as a whole. What's that supposed to mean? Since when did Onesa put unnecessary stuff into her work? There aren't any in Monsoon's compositions, but the same does not necessarily apply to others. Zhao Wei shoots me a meaningful look. Huh? What do you mean, others? You're just looking for a reason to slack off, aren't you? Onesa, see what she's doing. Yang Yu puts pouts in annoyance, but Zhao Wei pays her no further heed, merely nodding to me in acknowledgement before leaving the group entirely. She finds a quiet corner and begins looking at her communications terminal. The lounge is warmly lit and full of light, yet the screen figure seems to radiate an aura that deters others. She's aura forming, basically. Occasionally, curious dolls try to approach her, but in the end, they are driven off by Zhao Wei's cold intensity. She's aura forming. I should take this opportunity to speak with Zhao Wei. After making up my mind, I began heading toward her. However, right as I do so, Zhao Wei suddenly puts her terminal away and approaches me instead. Shiki-kan, are you free? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Of course. In fact, I was about to speak to you. Zhao Wei raises an eyebrow in surprise. I'll get right to it then. Shiki-kan, I would like to lead Elmo for a while. Pardon? Please don't get me wrong, this is a purely personal matter. A friend of mine needs my help with a commission, and I think it's a good chance to consider the future for you, me, and Monsoon Squad. Zhao Wei's words take me completely by surprise. Still, she has a point. This is a good chance for her to take some time and consider the future Monsoon Squad. By all means. I have no objections to that. Thank you, Shiki-kan. That's all I have to say. You said you wanted to speak to me? All the words I had in mind seemed to lose all meaning in the face of Zhao Wei's calm expression. Oh well, perhaps now is not the right time. It's nothing. We could talk about it when you get back. Since you're heading out, you should talk to your teammates about it. After giving up on the idea of having an in-depth conversation with Zhao Wei, I nod to her and leave the lounge. Zhao Wei watches the Shiki-kan leave, then she turns her gaze to Yang Yu and Jia Yan, who are in the middle of the throng of dolls. Should she interrupt the lively gathering now? Zhao Wei wonders. However, Daya seems to sense Zhao Wei looking at her, and she soon exits the group to approach the ladder. Zhao Wei, what were you talking about with the Shiki-kan just now? She was just saying hello. Was she? You seem rather subdued tonight for some reason. Are you still not used to this place? I apologize for not being considerate. It was my fault for asking you to come all the way out here with us. There is a worried look on Diane's face, as though she already knows what's weighing on Zhao Wei's heart. However, Zhao Wei dismisses it with a slight shake of her head. Something happened. You don't have to apologize. We're a team. It's only natural that we should travel together. Trusting in you was also a collective decision, and Faye would have come too if she were able. Thank you. With that being said, would you like to meet some of my past friends? Miss Groza mentioned she'd hoped tonight would help you get acquainted with everyone, but it appears to have inconvenienced you instead. Zhao Wei shakes her head again. There's no need for that. We still have a lot of time. We don't have to rush things. After that roundabout refusal, the two of them briefly fall silent. Zhao Wei once again glances towards the center of the lounge, where Yang Yu, I really don't know how to pronounce her name, is happily discussing the finer points of her performance with several of the Elmo dolls in the space that was cleared out for their show. She contemplates her words for a moment and then she speaks again. What do you plan to do after this? Will you stay on the Elmo? What we plan to? Zhao Wei, are you saying you're not going to stay with us? I am simply unsure as to whether remaining here is the right choice. Monsoon Squad ought to be like the wind, should we not? Constantly in the mood, constantly setting out on new travels. At the very least, that was what I believed when I first agreed to become leader. Zhao Wei. Hey, Onesama. Zhao Wei, what's going on? You both look so serious. Let me in on it too. Upon seeing Jiang Yu and Zhao Wei whispering to each other, Jiang Yu immediately excuses herself and scampers over, inserting herself in between the two of them. Jiang Yu, we're discussing Monsoon's future. Zhao Wei doesn't give Diane the chance to soften the blow. If we remain on the Elmo, then will Monsoon still be Monsoon? I want to know what you and Faye think about all this. Of course we will. Monsoon's the same anywhere we go, all right? No, wait. Why are you talking about this all of a sudden? Why did you bring Faye into this? What are you getting at, Zhao Wei? After her outburst, Yang Yu glances over Diane's frowning face. Understanding gradually dawns on her. Wait. Are you saying you want to break up Monsoon? Yang Yu's sudden exclamation draws a fierce looks from the nearby dolls. Yang Yu grabs Zhao Wei by the shoulders and starts shaking her, not daring to believe her ears. Zhao Wei remains silent, neither nodding nor shaking her head. But why? We're a team, aren't we? Even if you're the leader, you can't decide to break us up just like that. Yes, Zhao Wei, even if you're not used to the Elmo. Calm down and listen to me. I didn't say I was going to break up Monsoon. Zhao Wei calmly raises her terminal and shows it to the two of them. I might be the squad leader, but I have never once felt that Monsoon's fate is mine to decide. I know that the Elmo and the commander have a place in your hearts. Besides, I know Monsoon has a place in ours. Therefore, what I put forward was merely a suggestion, one that requires Faye's involvement as well. You know what? What if Faye's the next character in the next banner? Because they're talking a lot about Faye right now. So much for waiting for Chinese New Year, huh? Anyway, let me see. Yang Yu studies the terminal and finds the latest message in the squad's group chat. I would like you to decide on the future of Monsoon Squad's roster before I finish my commission. Huh. Wait, what commission? Did Monsoon Squad get a new commission? No, not Monsoon Squad, just me. I received a personal request from an old friend just now. Do you remember Amida? That name sounds familiar. Ah, isn't she the broker friends of yours who saved you and help fix up your frame? Indeed, she asked me to help bodyguard a friend of hers. I checked the location of the commission, and it's located in a nearby city. It's just a few hours away by train. Huh? So, you're going to run off by yourself to handle a commission, and you're leaving us here to what? Decide whether you're staying or going? Zhao Wei, do we even need to think about this? Now you? Of course you do. Monsoon has never encountered a situation like this before, and I believe that we all need to take some time to think about it. In any case, I've already spoken to the Shikikan about leaving the Elmo for the time being. I see. So that exchange just now was... Did the Shikikan agree to it? Zhao Wei nods. Alright. I understand. One-sama! Yang Yu tugs unhappily on Diane's sleeve, but the latter merely nods, as it seems she had accepted Zhao Wei's suggestion. In that case, how much time will we have to decide? Zhao Wei turns to look at Diane. Her expression seems much more composed in contrast to Diane's worried look and Zhang Yu's scowling face. Not too long. The commission will be 2 weeks long. I hope when we meet again, we'll be able to make a decision that none of us will regret. Once by stopping for the stream, once I reach, let's see, this goes for. What's the numbering like this? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Story mode. I guess I'm gonna stop until ZS13, and then I'm gonna play the Frontless Survivors. I'm gonna take a break, then we're gonna go to Stellar Blade. Also, this is the point where I think about whether I should roll or not. All right, we still have a couple more to go. What do you mean, enemy? What do you mean, Rosa and fucking Bepelis are enemy? What do you mean? The crisp sound of footsteps echoes down the alley. Zhao Wei follows the address displayed on her terminal and turns the corner into a yet another run-down alley. The already poor lighting is obscured further by the tall, crumbling walls around her, making the cramped alley appear even more oppressive. Are Ida and the Talia troop really located here? Zhao Wei comes to a halt as she eyes her surroundings with suspicion before checking the terminal again. However, the terminal indicates the blinking icon of her destination is close by. Looks like they are. Still, this commission of Amida's is really 2 days ago on the Elmo. Zhao Wei's terminal has been vibrating throughout the show. Upon noticing the name blinking on the screen, Zhao Wei quickly excuses herself and leaves. After finding a quiet corner, Zhao Wei takes the call. What's the matter, Amida? Zhao Wei, you free? Can you help bodyguard a friend of mine? Her theater troupe is going on tour in the Yellow Zones for a couple of weeks, but she's really been unlucky lately and keeps getting harassed by weirdos, so I'm a little worried. I wanted to hire a PMC squad to protect her, but she said the troop couldn't afford to hire security, and they were worried that security people would interfere with their performance because they don't know about showbiz. Plus, she said she didn't want me to pay, basically just shot down at all my suggestions. So I thought about who I knew that could fight the unlisted theater stuff. In the end, only you came to mind. But if she won't accept bodyguards, then how am I supposed to protect her? Heh, I got a brilliant plan. Just say you're a friend of mine, and that you want to join their troupe as an assistant to gain some performance experience. She's a nice person. I'm sure she'll say yes. She hears that a friend needs help. I didn't say I was free to take the commission. You answered me. That means you're definitely open to it. Right. Whatever, bro. Her name is Ida. This is where she and her troupe are staying for the time being. Please help me out. I'll pay you for this. You don't have to. I'll be doing you a favor. After ensuring the address is correct, Zhao Wei heads into the desk of the Twisted Alley. Just then, a scream comes from within. The panic shriek seems especially loud in the dark confines of the alley. Zhao Wei breaks into a sprint as she runs towards the source of the sound, but then she sees a dark shape slowly burst out of the shadows and dart past her. Help! He took my bag! Stop him! Before the voice finishes speaking, Zhao Wei has already turned around and is hot on the heels of the robber. The robber clearly doesn't expect Zhao Wei to catch up so soon and pulls out a knife, swinging it wildly at her. Zhao Wei nimbly evades the slashing knife, kicks it away before grabbing the robber's arm with lightning speed. With a quick reversal of her grip to take him off his feet, she slams him to the ground and pins him there. That hurts! Zhao Wei ignores the robber's cries of pain, unwinds the claw from her arm, using it to hog-tie the man. After that, she picks up the bag the robber was holding and heads back into the depths of the alley. There is a boy there who was struggling to get to his feet. A hat lies before him on the dusty alley ground. Zhao Wei walks up to him, then picks up the hat before stuffing it and the bag into the boy's hands. Here, your things. Yes. The boy is clearly still shocked as he numbly accept his belongings from her. Zhao Wei gently pats his shoulder, like she's trying to console him. It's okay, just catch your breath. I'll contact the police. They'll send someone over to take care of this soon. Thank you. After hugging his bag and panting heavily for a bit, the boy finally manages to calm down. He stands up, dusts himself off, and puts his hat back on his head before bowing slightly to Zhao Wei. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help just now. In stark contrast to his tatty clothes, the boy's voice is clear and compelling. Don't worry about it. It was nothing. Still, why did you come here by yourself? Do you live here? I guess. Sort of. The truth is, I came here to collect inspiration. I am from an acting troupe. We have a play which we're going to perform while a charity tour in the yellow zone. But my gut told me that there was room for improvement, so I asked everyone in the troupe to come here and take in the surroundings so we can understand the audience better. See? I look just like a yellow zoner, right? Well, you do look like the yellow zone residents I've seen before. See? Everyone in the troupe was saying the outfit was perfect for the female lead to wear while traveling the yellow zone. The female lead? Zhao Wei scans the boy again. Yup. Our play is about two girls becoming friends and adventuring in various parts of the world. No, what I want to ask is, you're a girl. The boy blinks, then reaches up to his hat. She removes it, and the shock of soft comb hair swells out as she laughs merrily. Yup. 100% girl right here. Looks like my immersive style of cultural inspiration was a great success. I guess she's a girl with a man face, I guess? I don't know. It's not obvious to me. I don't know. Or maybe I'm used to, because, we're playing Girls Frontline too. And the dolls are very, 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 very pretty. So, I don't know, man. Anyway, immersive style. This outfit might look raggedy and all, but it's our actual stage costume. I'm wearing this so I can get into the character more easily. Still, I think I can expect to get raw even though it looks so destitute. Just my luck, I guess. Although, when you think about it, it's quite common for people in this area to get robbed too. Maybe I should try and work this part into the script as well. The girl pulls out her terminal and quickly notes it down. The girl's panic from just now seems to fade as she gets more and more into her immersive cultural inspiration. It is only when she finally finishes making her notes that she realizes that there is someone beside her, waiting patiently. I'm sorry, I ended up getting carried away and babbling nonsense. You must have been bored, right? I mean, thank you very much for what you did just now. I'm an actress from the Talia troupe. May I know who you... Hello, I am Zhao Wei. Zhao Wei hands out a hand to her, a faint, slightly rigid curve tugging at the corner of her lips. Do you know, perhaps, Miss Ida of the Talia troupe? Huh? And that's what happened, manager. What do you think of Miss Zhao Wei? Can she join us? She comes highly recommended by that broker friend of mine. Oh, that's Ida herself. Who looks like who looks like a dude. I guess it happens, man. It happens. I mean, there's some dudes who look like women who aren't part of the trans community. You know what? I don't know, man. You know what? I don't. You know what? Let's not talk about this shit right now. After returning to the troupe's temporary quarters, the girl explains Zhao Wei's circumstances to the troupe manager. The manager gives Zhao Wei's CV a once over and is very pleased by it. I didn't expect you to be a Dom with both stage and combat experience, Miss Zhao Wei. Oh no, it's one of those nameless, no eyes NPCs. She's so not important, she doesn't even have eyes. Is that broker friend of yours who's vouching for her the one who burst into tears while watching our previous show? If I'm not wrong, her name sounded like yours. Something... Duh? That's her. Yes, her name is Amida. She might be small, but she's a big figure in the underground broker business. Yes, I remember her. The contamination zones really do breed talented people. The manager looks at Zhao Wei. To be honest, we're really hurting for manpower for this tour. Anyone with plenty of experience who can handle many roles is more than welcome to join us, dull or otherwise. However, this charity tour in the contamination zones, we won't be making much in the way of fees, and the troop budget is, well, your salary might be. The manager smiles bitterly. It's all right. I'm here to get experience. Being paid for it is secondary. Just like the number of interns will say. That's. You need to be paid well, not paid experience. That's the biggest scam. Anyway, Of course, we know the real reason why Zhao Wei's here. Just doing a favor for her old friend. Wait, I'll be right back. I just need to turn off the AC. It's so cold right now. I'm glad that doesn't bother you. Okay, Mac. So, is that a yes, manager? Of course. Frankly speaking, I need to thank you for joining us on such a short notice, Ms. Zhao Wei. The troop manager looks at Zhao Wei and holds out a welcoming hand. Glad to have you with us, Ms. Zhao Wei. The Talia troop welcomes you. Besides the manager, Ida laughs and passes Zhao Wei on the shoulder. Yup. We'll be travel buddies going forward, Miss Zhao Wei. You know, it felt kind of forced for them to do this. Not a bad thing. Am we gonna send out? I think there's a complete team. Start like this. Then this. And this. The Talia True's convoy pulls slowly into the settlement. It comes to a halt amidst loud cheering. A vehicle door opens and the troop dismounts, depositing huge crates on a patch of open ground. The girl at their head gives everyone present a breezy greeting. The wrinkles between Zhao Wei's eyebrows soften a little as she takes in a boisterous crowd outside. She drags a couple of heavy crates from the cargo bed and follows after the girl. Where are we putting these crates? Just put them beside the advertising billboards for now. Zhao Wei, those crates are kind of heavy, aren't they? You should let the pros department move them. That's alright, it's no trouble for me. As she says so, Zhao Wei hoists the crates into a large circular clearing that's ringed by a fence of wooden posts and old rope. She lays the crates in the center of the space reserved for the stage, and bends down to straighten a bunch of simple-looking billboards. Said billboards were made just for the show. Their pretty surfaces are covered with the huge eye-catching letters. The day breaks out. Play is now on tour. As she sees what Zhao Wei is doing, the girl laughs and heads over to help. You're way too nice. When we took you on as an assistant, you ended up doubling as an escort and took on all those aliens too. That must have been hard. You don't need to take on all these other tasks as well. Not at all. I'm helping myself doing that too. There aren't many troops out there who welcome doll assistance, and I'd like more show experience myself. Aw, don't say that. You know the states our troop is in. We're lucky enough to have people wanting to help out. We don't have the right to be picky. Speaking of which, are you trying to build up this experience because of that band of yours? I remember Amita said something about a monsoon or something. What a nice name, going whatever you please like the wind. You must have been to a lot of places in the past, right? Zhao Wei's hands freeze mid-movement, but only for a moment. Yes, we've been to many satellite cities. So you get to travel and perform with your friends. I'm so envious. Ida smiles and sighs quietly. For some reason, there's a hint of sadness in her expression. Miss Ida? Is something wrong? Miss Ida, aren't you traveling with the troop too? Yeah, everyone here is a friend of mine, but there are times when I wish I had a closer friend around. Well, let's leave that aside for now. I suddenly remembered that it's going to be a while before rehearsals. So, could you do me a favor, Miss Zhao Wei? What do you need? Ida pulls a copy of the script and her comm terminal from her bag. Well, I heard one of the residents say there was an abandoned town around here, not far from our camp. Could you accompany me there? I'd like to take this opportunity to gather more inspiration about the Yellow Zone. I'm sure the manager and the others will feel better with you around. Right, manager? Ida waves to the manager, who's fairly close by. After seeing her sunny smile, the manager has no choice but to wave back. Go ahead, but don't take too long and stay safe. I'll be fine, Miss Xiao Wei around. Don't worry. Let's head out then, Miss Xiao Wei. Our jeep is this way. Follow me. In keeping with Ida's request, Zhang Wei brings the jeep to a halt on the streets of the abandoned town. The moment it stops, Ida practically bursts out of the door and runs over to the stand in front of the cluster of ruined buildings. Nah, these look pretty intact. Ah, the walls on the side collapsed, and the pipes are all rusted though. Still, they make a good reference, along with the abandoned cabling here. I should get a footage of the cracks in the walls too. Ida holds her terminal up and begins recording her surroundings as she walks forward. What a shame. This town is completely ruined. I wonder why. Ailets, collapse radiation, Varjagers. Take your pick. Zhao Wei keeps a watchful eye on the surroundings as she walks behind Ida. Still, I can see old signs of a firefight. Perhaps the residents fought Varjagers here. I see. Those Varjagers really are everywhere, aren't they? Looks like you need to know how to defend yourself when traveling the yellow zones. Ida's mood turns morose all of a sudden. However, she soon perks up and begins rattling off questions while filming her surroundings. Miss Zhang Wei, since you travel with your friends all the time, you must have passed through the yellow zones quite often, right? Are your friends as awesome as you are? Yes, they're skilled at both fighting and performing. Wow, that's amazing. Then, are they on tour recently? When did they come with you? The sudden question about why she parted ways with her friends catches Zhao Wei off guard. She lapses into silence. After thinking about her answer of it, Zhao Wei is about to speak when she hears a suspicious sound. Footsteps on the paved road and the sound of an unfamiliar male voice speaking. Didn't you say you saw the woman leave the troop with her friend? Where the hell is she? Search harder. The jeep's by the side of the road. They can't have gotten far. Before Ida can react, Zhao Wei grabs her hand, ducks behind the nearby wall with her. Zhao Wei looks Ida in the eye, then shakes her head and speaks in a quiet voice. Shh. We're being followed. What? I don't know who they are, but it seems they're gunning for you. There are two of them. Wait, me? Ida's body begins to tremble. Sensing Ida's fear, Zhao Wei gently but firmly presses down her shoulder. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Anyway, Ida, have you seen an upside down tortoise? Their little legs flailing in the air as they try to get upright. What? Stay here and don't move. I'll show you now. Right as she finishes speaking, Zhao Wei springs out of cover. The green flash, her blades streak through the air toward the two men peering into the rubble. They are instantly thrown into disarray and stumble back into the ruined walls, completely off balance. The fuck are you running for? Shoot her! She's just one girl! She's too fast, I can't even... Rah! A green-colored flash interrupts the reply with a kick, and his attempt at striking back is cut off by an emerald knife hand strike. There we start. The leading man goes down and Zhao Wei steps in to fill the gap. The green tinted knife slices through the air in front of the other man, cutting off his escape and cornering him in an instant. In less time than it takes to draw a breath, the knife's edge presses against the man's throat, and Zhao Wei sees slowly. Freeze! Using the ropes from their jeep, Zhao Wei trussels them up like turkeys and leaves them tied upside down by the roadside. She then dusts off her hands before lightly clapping a hand on Ida's shoulder. See, upside down tortoises. Won't be winning any races with bunnies, that's for sure. The bound men are struggling and appear to be trying to speak, but their gags prevent them from doing so. All they can manage are muffled vocalizations. As Ida watches them squirm in their bonds, their attention finally leaks from her and she laughs. I feel much better now. Thank you, Zhao Wei. You're welcome. Still, who are these people? Why would they go after you? I don't know. Ida bites her lip and shakes her head. Upon seeing that Ida is completely clueless, Zhao Wei walks up and pulls out the gag from one of them. Why are you following Ida? Who sent you? Our employer told us to follow the lead actress of the troupe. We're just doing this because we were paid. We don't know anything. Who hired you? It was an anonymous request made through the underground markets. How the hell would we know? Why don't you ask the chick who would have had a grudge against her? The man's answer is direct and to the point. Zhao Wei turns to look at Ida. Well, Ida? A grudge against me? Ida clenches her fist and thinks for a bit, but then shakes her head. I'm sorry, Miss Zhao Wei. I can't think of anyone. Could they be going after the troupe? I mean, I'm their lead actress. Zhao Wei falls silent for a moment, but turns back to the bound men. Her knife raised. However, just as Zhao Wei is about to bring it to the next, Ida suddenly steps up and tugs on Zhao Wei. Miss Zhao Wei, please wait. Zhao Wei frowns. Ida tightens her grip around Zhao Wei's arm and shakes her head worriedly. You won't learn anything even if you keep questioning them, right? The show hasn't even started yet, and the troupe has yet to stay here for a while. We end up offending someone now. Alright, I understand. Zhao Wei swipes her knife through the air one more time, before returning it to its sheath. The ropes binding the men come apart, and the two upside-down tortoises fall heavily to the ground. Zhao Wei leans against the two-man's jeep, and icily watches the two men trying to free themselves. I'm letting you go because Ida pleaded for you. Don't let me see you again. Yes, ma'am. Two suspicious-looking men quickly drive away under Zhao Wei's watchful gaze. As she watches them leave, Ida bows to Xiao Wei. I'm sorry, Miss Xiao Wei. I didn't mean to stop you for looking into things just now. No need to apologize, I understand. The truth doesn't need distractions before the show begins. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So, I have another imposition to make. Ida puts her hands together and bows slightly to Xiao Wei. Will you please not tell the others about this? I don't want the others to worry about me. Please. Please, Miss Xiao Wei, please. In the end, Ida's sincere plea triumphs over Xiao Wei. Alright, I'll keep quiet about this. But if anything comes up that disturbs the show, I'll tell the truth. Yeah, that's fine. It's a deal then. Thanks, Miss Xiao Wei. Oh yeah, we should head back to our camp. Rehearsal ought to be starting soon. We spent enough time out there as it is. Ida hurries over to the jeep parked nearby. Xiao Wei jogs after her, but she casts her eye into the distance, toward the direction of the men's vehicle. Oh yeah, our stopping is CS13. I want to take a break for a while. I'll be right back. Okay, back. I had to do some work email shit. Alright, let's get started. Until 1 tree, right? Yeah, fuck. Yeah, let's do this. Night falls. The troop campsite, which was bustling with activity during the day, has calmed down as everyone retires to their quarters to rest. However, Zhao Wei is quietly opening the door to her quarters. After quickly looking around outside and ensuring everything is normal, she surreptitiously drives away from the campsite. I can't pronounce that shit, man. Her jeep races over the wilderness towards the abandoned town Zhao Wei and Ida had visited in the day for their cultural inspiration. She parks outside the town, then dismounts before examining her surroundings in the ground. The two of them left from here. These tire tracks look new, and they match the model of their jeep and the direction they took to leave. That's right. These are the tracks. She follows the somewhat indistinct tire tracks, the jeep turning here and there, stopping and starting again. Finally, Zhao Wei comes to a halt outside the secluded valley. Before her are dozens of vehicle tracks, all leading towards the valley's mouth. What's going on here? Zhao Wei parks her jeep in the secluded corner and cautiously approaches the mouth of the valley. She looks for a good vantage point, which she can use to peer deeper within. At its floor, she sees several rows of dilapidated houses. Their lights illuminate the valley, and the vehicles of various makes driving through it, as well as people patrolling beside them. Even from afar, this uniquely styled dress instantly tells Zhao Wei who they are. Farjägers. Zhao Wei frowns. The Farjägers are endemic to the Yellow Zone, so finding one of their bases isn't exactly out of the ordinary. However, the men she caught earlier today didn't seem like Farjägers, so what exactly is going on here? Just as Zhao Wei sinks into thought, she hears a sound from nearby. We've found it, over here. Zhao Wei quickly ducks behind the piles of rocks and looks at the source of the sound. A pair of figures walk through the night. The front one appears to be a girl, and the one behind them wearing a huge coat. There seems to be something familiar about them. Zhao Wei ups the output of her visual nodules, but just as she was about to study more details, he suddenly turned toward her. Look out, there's someone up ahead. The speaker opens fire, and a bullet kicks up a spray of sand at Zhao Wei's feet. The girl is already running towards her. Zhao Wei ducks behind a nearby wall. The fact they managed to spot her so easily is a clear sign they aren't ordinary people, and normally picking a one-on-two fight would not be wise. However, if the one in the bag is someone important, then taking them out might be a good idea too. Upon making up her mind, Zhao Wei bursts out from behind a pile of rocks and throws a grappling rope at the clothed figure. Look out! The girl immediately turns around to cover Zhao Wei's target. She can't swat the grapple away in time. The coated figure executes a combat roll and evades the thrown spike. However, Zhao Wei has already launched herself forward by now. Shigan! Another burst of bullet dogs Zhao Wei's steps, drowning out the girl's words. Zhao Wei evades them with a rapid dash, and her hand tightens around her neck as she leaps forward again. The blade slashes through the fabric of the coat, and the light reflecting from the knife's blade illuminates its wearer's face. Shigan? Zhao Wei? After a little scuffle, I explained the reason why we're here to Zhao Wei. So you're saying you're here to investigate Farjäger activity in the region? Indeed. The Elmo recently got a commission to track down these Farjägers. You wouldn't have known because Groza and I set out a little after you. According to Breed, this particular band has been going all out with the killing, looting, and burning. And a few broker friends of mine have reported losing stock to them as well. They're very familiar with the terrain. We only just managed to find their base today. But enough about us. What about you, Zhao Wei? I suppose someone as capable as you must think of coming to a Farjäger stronger by yourself so late at night. It was merely a coincidence that I ended up here. I didn't expect the Farjägers would have their eyes on my client. Seriously, who is this client of yours anyway? She's an actress. Her troupe just arrived in the settlement yesterday. They're preparing for a show. I had no idea why the Farjägers would go after her. Perhaps it's just a misunderstanding. After all, they're a performing troupe from the Green Zone, so perhaps they appear like plump sheep to these hungry wolves. I see. Still, she only arrived yesterday, and people already had their sights on her. It's quite surprising just how eager the Farjägers are about all this. Maybe the actress is like related to someone special. You know, that usually happens. What do you plan to do now, Shikikan? Are you going to wipe out this stronghold? I'm not in a hurry to do so. My assignment is to conduct a discreet investigation, so in principle I'm just supposed to remotely observe them. The important thing is just to get a feel for their overall situation, so I won't be making contact with them or entering their hideouts unless I have to. And besides, it seems these warriors have some kind of boss in charge of them. They have more than one base, so sniffing them all out is going to take a while. What a pain. Zhao Wei thinks for a while. A moment later, she looks up at me. In that case, I have a proposition, Shikikan. Go ahead. At first, I thought that this was just an ordinary case of someone trying to intimidate my client, but things are clearly not that simple since this situation involves the Varigers. After taking into consideration the true safety and the secret investigation you're conducting, would you be willing to join the True Protection mission for a time being and work with me? So the troop serves as both bait and cover for our investigation. Heh, it does sound like a win-win situation. Yes, also, if anything happens, the client and the troop will be safer with you and Miss Groza around. I don't mind, but the client and the troop on the other hand, I'll speak with them about it. However, the troop's funds are limited and they probably won't be able to pay you out too well. There's no need for that. Ultimately, we're both making use of each other here. Besides, Monsoon has done their fair share of pre-labor for me as well. Are you happy with that, Leader Zhao Wei? I chuckle and extend a friendly hand to Zhao Wei. She is silent for a moment, then she extends her hand to me, one that's covered in scars. That's strange. Since when was Zhao Wei such a miser? Fixing this level of synthetic skin damage shouldn't cost that much. Before I can ask further, Zhao Wei nods to me. Glad to be working with you, Shikikan. So what do you think about Zhao Wei? I guess okay. Ah, thank God we're starting with battle first. Her new costume is much more sexier, man. I like the new costume. It's better than her motorcycle outfit. After returning to the campsite the next day, Zhao Wei introduces me and Groza to the troop, just in case I have a set of credentials ready to prove my identity. However, it seems my concerns were unfounded. Once we revealed that there's a Varieger camp nearby, Zhao Wei has no problems at all convincing the manager to take us on. Soon the troop has freed up temporary booking space for me and Groza, while Ida has cheerfully taken it upon herself to show us around. Over here, this way please. After leading us to our quarters, Ida quickly shows us around the facilities and briefs Groza about the troop's activities. In any case, that's our performance schedule. If you guys need anything, feel free to look for me or the manager. Thank you, Miss Ida. You're welcome to look us up anytime too. By the way, I wonder what Groza and the Shikikan were doing while they were just randomly just traveling by themselves to just the two of them. Maybe this is their idea of a date. Anyway. After briefing us, Ida doesn't leave right away. Instead, she ends up gawking at Zhao Wei, who's standing by my side. Zhao Wei notices Ida's gaze and walks over to her. Ida grabs Zhao Wei and pulls her aside before whispering to her ear. Miss Zhao Wei, you seem pretty skilled, but that bounty hunters... Zhao Wei looks towards me from a distance. She's a reliable friend of mine. There was something fishy about that attack yesterday, so I asked her to come and help out. I see. Alright, still, about that attack from yesterday. Don't worry, I'm going to tell the manager about it. Ida visibly relaxes as she bows to Zhao Wei in gratitude. Thank you so much. I don't know how to show it, but I'm really grateful, very grateful to you. Think nothing of it. However, for safety's sake, I would recommend you leave the campsite as little as possible. Sure, it won't go far. I released the broom after nodding gratefully to Zhao Wei. After she leaves, I smile and approach Zhao Wei. Well, that's the leader of Monsoon for you. I'm sure Dayan, and the others must have had a much easier time on their travels with you around. Zhao Wei turns as she hears my voice. Just doing my job as the leader. Is something the matter, Shaky Hand? Something's bothering me. It seems Miss Ida doesn't understand the true identity of her attackers. That does not seem to concern your mission, Shaky Hand. I don't mean to pry, of course. That's just a reminder. Rather than quibble about it, I have a suggestion. This settlement seems quite lively. Would you like to take a walk around it with me and get a picture of what's happening on the ground? Alright. After leaving the troop campsite, which was still under construction. Do we really need to know that information? But okay, whatever. After leaving the true campsite, which is okay, I already said that. I read that. The roads are covered in sand and gravel. The houses are run down. The people are all poor. Settlements like these are everywhere in the yellow zones. The sole difference is that the one we're staying is fairly large, which is most likely why the troop chose to base themselves here. Still, the livelier a settlement is, the more likely it is to draw very eager attention. I turn my eyes outside the settlement as the thought crosses my mind. Pile up rocks and drifts of sand hide the land and sky in the distance, but I know that there is lurking threat hidden in the distant valley. Just as I'm about to head outside the settlement, Zhao Wei comes to a halt. Shaky Cat. Why did you ask me to go with you? If this is meant to be a secret investigation, there is a chance that secrecy could be breached. We're working together on this assignment. After all, it's better that we interact and get to know each other. Oh. That's the game plan nowadays, huh? Also, things in the yellow zone can be pretty complicated. I'm empty-handed right now. It'll feel better with a certain squad leader by my side. According to what I know of you, Shikigan, dealing with over 10 Variegas by yourself, even without a doll squad backing you up, should be child's play for you. Besides, you have Miss Groza too. Indeed. Which is why this is only part of the reason. The other reason is you, Zhao Wei. The truth is, there was something I wanted to discuss with you on the day the Monsoon had their concert. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chance to do so. That day. Yes, it was unfortunate we could not speak. What do you wish to talk about, Shikigan? Monsoon and the Elmo. I know that you're the leader of the Monsoon squad, and you're not part of the Elmo. It's not easy for a gust of wind that's used to freedom to suddenly accept a new environment. I'm grateful for the fact that you're willing to stay for the Elmo over the sakes of Diane and the others. They are my friends. Yes, and you are a good leader. That much goes without saying. But even though you're their leader, I can sense that you're changing too. Right now, the way you're talking to me is completely different from when Monsoon first came to help me. We bounty hunters have keen noses, so feel free to talk about anything you want with me. Zhao Wei does not answer. Or perhaps we could discuss it with Monsoon if you think it would be better that way. It won't take long for them to come here from the Elmo, and there'll be extra hands for the commission. Zhao Wei remains silent, her face still blank. According to Zhang Yu, her facial actuators were damaged in combat, and as a result, she does not show much in the way of facial expressions. But sometimes this poker face of hers is a perfect camouflage for her feelings. I look straight at Zhao Wei, silently waiting for her to answer. Just then I hear the sounds of an argument from nearby hovel up ahead. It's not like that. Listen to me. Those letters I sent were just... Listen to how you... If not for you, Ferris wouldn't have... No, Ferris, she just... Listen. For some reason, the bleeding girl's voice sounds strangely familiar. Zhao Wei and I exchange looks. We nod and then take cover nearby. Enough of this bullshit. You think I'm going to buy that goody two-shoes act? You're just... That's all because you... No, I really didn't know that you're someone like this because of you. Stop pretending already. Good loss. Get out of here. The argument doesn't last long. Soon the owner of the nasty voice departs, leaving behind the sound of quiet sobbing. It lasts for a while before gradually tapering off. And the familiar figure steps out from behind the wall. It is Ida, the lead actress of the Talia troupe. She rubs her ears away as she walks. Her clothes are dusty, her hair a little mussed, probably from a scuffle just now. Xiao Wei frowns, prepares to stand, but I put a hand on her shoulder and quickly shakes my head. Don't go right now. It might be a personal matter for Ida. Xiao Wei doesn't answer, but she doesn't move either. It was only when Ida leaves that I loosen my grip and let her rise. As expected, Xiao Wei doesn't go after Ida. Instead, she fixes me with a cold look. Why did you stop me just now, shaking hand? If this is a personal matter for Ida, butting in rashly would only make things awkward for her. The troupe is about to put on their show. It would be better to figure things out than ask Ida about it later, rather than incur unnecessary trouble. This isn't the first time Ida's encountered something like this. That dispute just now was very intense. If the man keeps bothering Ida, it might end up affecting the show. We still don't know the full picture yet. Barging in thoughtlessly might only end up making things worse. In the contamination zones, there are times when minding your own business is not a bad thing. It's what Ida wants to, isn't it? Xiao Wei frowns. Minding my own business. So, this is minding your own business to you? Shaking hand? I see. Xiao Wei's expression doesn't change, but I can hear a hint of disappointment in her voice. However, this is the most sensible choice right now. If Ida objects, then I will not pursue the matter for now. But if it affects the upcoming play, I will not remain silent. In any case, I'll look around the area alone for now. I can handle things here by myself. You should head back to the campsite, Shiki-can. I kind of like this because she's a little bit antagonistic to the Shiki-can because most of the time we've been getting dolls who are straight up sucking the Shiki-can's dick. Anyway, it seems Xiao Wei has made up her mind. I sighed and turned to leave. We'll discuss it after she sells out. By the time I return to the Truce campsite, the stage at its center has begun to take shape. A group of people are gathered around it, and Ida seems to be in their midst. As I approach, Groza turns to me from where he is standing on the edge of the crowd. Shiki-can, what's going on here? Miss Ida is rehearsing. Apparently, there was a recent revision to a certain scene. I look at the heart of the crowd. While this is just a scene rehearsal, Ida's completely into it. There's no sign of tears she shed just now. Shortly afterwards, Xiao Wei enters the campsite too. Ida is still performing, so Xiao Wei frowns slightly before standing aside to watch in silence. Soon the scene is over, and the audience erupts with thunderous applause. Wow, that was a great change. It's even more moving than the previous version of the scene. I bet our tour is going to be a great success. Alright, I'm happy that everyone's so confident about our tour, but I'd like to hear from our audience too. Ida steps out of the crowd and beckons to me and Xiao Wei. Hey, you too. You saw our rehearsal just now. What did you think? It was very compelling. Hey, that's a lazy answer. As for the fine details, Xiao Wei, you got stage experience. Maybe you'd like to field this question. just throwing off the question away. Sorry, I got distracted. Just watching Caligo get shred to pieces, man. That was amazing. That was an amazing fight. Caligo didn't even get to phase 2. Anyway, let's go back to Ghost Frontline 2. I smiled and glanced at Xiao Wei. She considers her words for a moment, then began speaking in an earnest voice. I think your performance was very professional. What? Okay. When I arrived earlier, I only managed to see a part of it. The girl Zola that you played was lively and animated, and very likable. Her final promise to her friend was very stirring too. I'm sure it would have won the hearts of the audience, even in the green zone. What the hell does that? What? I don't get her. I don't get her. I don't get her comment. I mean, it has context that she saw Ida crying earlier. And then suddenly she's acting like a pro. Putting personal feelings aside just to do their work. But like, is she just straight up telling Ida? Is this her way of telling Ida that she saw the thing earlier? I guess. However, the delivery on the line seemed a little unpolished. Further practice might be required. It sounds harsh, but that's high praise coming from that way. Way to clean the landing, bro. After hearing her words, Ida scratches her head bashfully. But that's to be expected. After all, the character was modeled after Ida. She was? It's nothing. Right. I need to go check out my costume with the director. If nothing else, let's all go take a break for a bit. Miss Ida. Were you looking for me, Xiao Wei? Upon seeing Xiao Wei hesitate, I cut into their conversation. Xiao Wei, shall we talk about the campsite security? Yes. Wow, you guys sure work hard. I'll leave you to it then. Gotta head over to the director's office. Ida leaves, and Ash grows up to continue standing watch by the stage. Xiao Wei's face is blank as ever. Sighing internally, I approach her. What did you find outside the campsite? Thanks to your restraint, I didn't manage to find anyone suspicious. In that case, you shouldn't thoughtlessly question Ida about it either. Commander, are you saying that you believe asking about the matter will be bad for Ida, or will it affect your investigation of the Warriors? While I said I was willing to work with you, I was upfront about the investigation would take priority over the protecting the troop. Currently, Ida's situation is not related to the troop, and working with you does not extend to interfering with the actor's personal lives. I do not wish to give rise to unintended consequences by doing so. In the yellow zones, supplies are not cheap. While I don't know how Monsoon operates, for a bounty hunter, minding your own business is an important principle of survival. Xiao Wei falls silent, as though she hadn't expected me to state my position that frankly. She frowns slightly, but in the end, she simply fixes me with a calm gaze. Since you decided to prioritize the investigation, I have a request of my own. I hope you will not jeopardize the show for the sake of your mission, shaking hand. Of course, I have my principles too. I'll inform you if I discover anything unusual. I hope you keep your promise, shaking hand. Xiao Wei turns and leaves after saying those cold words. As I watch her go, I rub between my eyes in resignation. This misunderstanding is only going to get worse at this rate. Is there a way to soften Xiao Wei's attitude? What would Monsoon Squad do when they have a dispute? Monsoon Squad. An idea springs into my head. I pull out my terminal and find the names Diane and Xiang Yu. I'm sorry, girls. It seems I will need your help again. In the wilderness, a jeep races towards its destination. The doll in the front seat passenger seat leans against the window, idly rapping on the scratched glass. Onessa, go faster! The shaky hand and Xiao Wei will have walked out on each other by the time we get there. The doll in the driver's seat stomps on the gas pedal once again, but the only reply is the low humming of the engines as it trails under its weighty burden. Zhang Yu, we've been driving at top speed for a long time now. Any faster and the jalopy will probably come apart before we even reach their campsite. After hearing Diane's reply, Zhang Yu pouts and curls up in her seat. Fine, the truth is, I just want to see the shaky cat and Xiao Wei ASAP. That poker-faced woman cruelly dumped us to take on the mission by herself. I can't wait to see her staring idiotically at us when we show up. Yang Yu, I know you're still mad about what happened back then, but the shaky hand didn't ask us to come in order to make things worse. You don't want Zhao Wei to truly lead Monsoon, do you? Heck no. Why else would we be rushing like this anyway? Okay, fine. Relax, big One-sama. I promise I won't get mad at her when we meet later. At most, I'll wait till she gets back to the Elmo before secretly thumping her a little. What? That's if she comes back at all, if we can't convince her. We still have Faye, don't we? She's on her way too, isn't she? Faye's never gotten along well with the others, but even she is willing to come to the Elmo, so there's no reason why Xiao Wei would refuse either. Faye. Faye. Can't wait for Faye. We can't really say. After all, Xiao Wei is an ex-Griffin doll. This is such a pain. Monsoon's still Monsoon, even on the Elmo. And the Shaky Can's a really nice lady too. Do we have to choose between Monsoon and Shaky Can? Why is Xiao Wei making things so difficult for us? Indeed, perhaps the problem isn't just for us, but for all of Monsoon too. The interior of the little Jeep is silent for a while. Diana frowns as she gazes in the distance and floors the accelerator once again. It is a fiery afternoon, and the Talia Troop's campsite is boiling hot as you'd expect. The troop members hurry back and forth, rushing to set up the stage, rehearse, and prepare props. Xiao Wei, Groza, and I, infected by this industrious mood, find ourselves taking part too. Suddenly I hear the sound of happy shouting from the distance amidst the sweltering heat. Shigan! Xiao Wei! Xiao Wei turns and freezes up. Meanwhile, I turn just in time for a gust of crimson wind to slam into me. The impact's so massive that I lose my balance and stumble back. Ah! Look out! Just as I'm about to fall, a hand reaches out just in time to steady my shoulders. At the same time, the girl who just got me barely managed to correct her posture and helps Xiao Wei to stand me back up. Yang Yu! Oh, Yang Yu! Jesus Christ, Yang Yu. Okay, you know what? I like her more. I like Yang Yu more. I mean, I already like Yang Yu, but like, this adds more to her, man. Then I want to roll more for Yang Yu right now than Xiao Wei. So whatever. Wow! Sorry, Shikigan. It was an accident. I'm okay. With my feet back under me at last, I look at the girl before me. Her long twin tails are fluttering in the wind, and the smile on her face so bright that it makes me happier just looking at her. I reflexively reach out to affectionately ruffle her hair. You came fast, almost caused a speedy accident, in fact. Unless, it's just because I miss you so much, and didn't want to be apart from you for a second, Shikigan, and I guess I miss Xiao Wei too. In any case, the moment we got your message, One-sama and I came here as quickly as we could. Isn't that right, One-sama? Yang Yu laughs and turns to Diane, who has only just arrived. We're not late, are we, Shikigan and Xiao Wei? There's an apologetic smile on Diane's face as she turns the green-hued doll. Forgive us for acting hastily, coming here without informing you. You have nothing to apologize for. In the first place, decision-making authority was in your hands while I was away from the squad. Xiao Wei remains calm even when confronted by the sudden visit from her teammates. Yang Yu seems annoyed by this and gets up into Xiao Wei's face. Wait a minute. Why isn't your mouth wide open? He's so cute. Aren't you the least bit surprised that One-sama and I are here? I am surprised, but not Tickle Me Throat doll opens its mouth when you squeeze its tummy. Also, my emotive expression modules only support opening my mouth to a limited extent. That's why you're so annoying! One-sama and I came all the way over here and you aren't even reacting to it. Do you not care at all? Yang Yu? Xiao Wei looks at the fuming Yang Yu in the eye and shakes her head. It's not that I don't care. It's just that I guess why you came. As such, I have no choice but to accept your arrival and introduce you to everyone in the troop. Saying so, Zhao Wei pulls Zhang Yu and Diane over and smiles faintly to the troop members who are gathering around them. Ida, manager, everyone? These are Diane and Zhang Yu, my friends from my band like me. They have extensive stage and combat experience. Welcome! Are you the ones who have been traveling and performing everywhere with Miss Zhao Wei? Zhao Wei. Indeed, they are interested in the troop's upcoming play and insist on coming by to help. Please, feel free to tell us if you need anything over the next few days. We'll be in your care for the time being, everyone. Diane smiles and bows. Upon seeing how Diane is acting, Zhang Yu's face lights up with a smile too. Yup, just let me know if you need any help. I can work, fight, and perform. Oh yeah, I can do kung fu, sing, play the drums too. Wow, really? Miss Zhang Yu, can I consult with you with the finer points of a fight scene? It might end up being useful in our way. Of course, I can give you a demonstration right now. Empty space, empty space. Ah, there we go. Come on, this way. Zhang Yu drags Ida off to the side and proceeds to give her an energetic display of martial arts moves. Diane shakes her head with a smile as she watches Zhang Yu's antics. She really does go full throttle all the time. Still, there won't be any problems with blending into the troop now. Well played, Shikikan. I'm impressed. Zhao Wei looks at me and her smile fades. Please forgive me. I simply did not want to cause any misunderstandings between us. I believe that we'll be able to get along better with Diane and Zhang Yu around. And as for the future, thank you for your concern, Shikikan. Zhao Wei noticed me halfway through my explanation. I will carefully consider the future of Monsoon Squad. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna finish ZS13 and then the rest will be on Saturday or Sunday. The rest of the story. We'll stream the rest of the remainder of the story. I'll probably do One Gun Smoke live. Just to do it. Although there's a slight tension between Zhao Wei and Diane and Zhang Yu, it doesn't affect the assignment. The show preparations are proceeding a pace. A pace? Okay. That's I don't know. The stage is finally completed by the fourth day on the settlement. The troupe decides to conduct an internal test show that night. The music stops, replaced by enthusiastic applause from the audience. One by one, the cast members take their bows, and the director waves excitedly to the audience from the crowd stage. And that's a wrap. A big thank you to everyone for making this test show of Daybreak's Oath a great success. Following the director's announcement, the cast members gather excitedly into a group hug, as the lead actress Ida is naturally in the center of the group. Ida, you were amazing! I didn't expect the change finale to be so moving. Thank you everyone, but I couldn't have done it without you, be it the script revisions or in the latter performance and joint rehearsals. I'm so grateful to have your support. Ida bows deeply from where she's standing in the middle of the crowd. The director comes over and pats her on the shoulder. Come on, Ida, there's no need to be modest. We all know just how hard you worked to make this tour a success. I'm sure Ferris's parents will understand your feelings if they were here. We sent invitations out long ago, but I guess they won't be coming, otherwise they wouldn't. Ida sighs quietly and draws the subject. Then she instantly wipes her dejection away like it had never existed, and smiles as she grabs Zhao Wei's and Zhang Yu's hands. That's right, director. I've learned lots of interesting things recently while talking to Monsoon Squad. For instance, Zhang Yu's kung fu moves look really cool on stage. I was thinking that maybe we could work them into our next production. Wow, really? Yep. I still remember that super cool fighting gig you showed me. It would be perfect for a fight scene also. Just as Ida begins to act out with Zhang Yu in tow, a dark shadow falls from the sky. Look out! Zhao Wei pulls Ida away just as a glass bottle filled with paint hits the spot where Ida was standing just a moment ago. The paint inside splashes out as the glass shatters into fragments, blooming into a lurid savage flower. Before Ida can react, a second and third bottle sail into the campsite, into space with a hail of stones leaving streaks of paint all over the stage. Hey, someone's causing trouble! Diane, protect the cast and the shaky can. Shang Yu, with me. Zhao Wei's voice remains on the wind as she leaps out the campsite, landing behind a nearby wall. With lightning speed, Zhao Wei subdues the suspicious man hiding the wall without giving him any time to respond. On her end, Yang Yu has grabbed someone outside the campsite. Both of them drag the men to the center of the campsite. Despite being pinned down, they're still struggling, cursing. Who the hell are you? Let me go! Yeah, you're just a crappy group of actors. What right do you have to grab me? Get it through your thick skulls. Stop going around doing shows and get lost now before you mess up more people's families. Shameless and harbor criminals. That lead actress either or whatever is a murderer. That makes the rest of you guys accomplices too. Shut up. Zhao Wei knocks the ranting man out with a nice hand strike. After seeing how his friend was KO'd, the other man shrinks away in terror. However, when she sees how Ida is not trying to stop this and in fact lowers his head in dejection, he starts cursing again. As the verbal abuse grows louder, Zhao Wei scowls and takes out her knife, pressing it to the man's neck with a cold look in her eyes. Hey, let's talk this out. No need to get serious. Alright then, talk. Why are you attacking the troop? We were hired. Our client only gave us money, told us to make trouble and mess up the show. And what's all this about the murderer? I don't know either. The client just told us to say that. Ah, yes, they got a grudge with your leading lady, he said. Before he can finish, Zhao Wei knocks him out as well. She glances at Zhang Yu and Jiayan, indicating that he should shoo the two unconscious men away. Then she looks at me, who is standing aside in the distance. I instantly get Zhao Wei's meaning and enter the crowd before giving the director a meaningful look. Miss Ida looks like she needs some rest. Let's end the rehearsal here tonight. Everyone should turn in early. We'll clean up the rest. After the director nodded, the rest of the cast and crew obligingly disperse. Soon the only people left in the once bustling campsite are the director, Ida, and the dolls. Zhao Wei helps Ida take a seat and squeeze her hat. Ida, can you tell us what happened at before this? Ida's head is still lowered. She remains gloomy and silent. After seeing the state Ida is in, the director shakes her head and sighs. Maybe I should do it. If I'm not wrong, my guess is that the clients who hired these people to attack the theater are the parents of Ida's former friend, Ferris. Former friend called Ferris? Yes, Ferris was a good friend of Ida's and an outstanding actress. The truth is, she was supposed to be the female lead of Daybreak's Oath. Back then, Ida and Ferris joined the auditions for the part and made it through both of them. Ferris was the female lead and Ida was the second female lead. Ferris and I both loved to act. I still remember the day we met each other. Ida, who has been silent all this time, slowly lifts her head. She looks at the stage, but it seems more like she's gazing into the depths of her past. That day, I joined an impromptu drama competition. I was a rookie back then, and nobody paid any attention to me. But by the time the competition ended, a girl ran over all of a sudden and praised me for doing a good job. She even pointed out all the little details in my act. We ended up talking for a long time. She told me her name was Ferris, and that she wanted to become a pro actor just like me. Ida smiles as she recalls her past with Ferris. After that, we became good friends. At that time, all we had were bit parts. But no matter what roles or scripts we were given, we would always rehearse them together so we could critique and further refine our act. Over time, we slowly became able to play supporting roles, and then we both made it through the auditions for the Daybreak's Oath, and began practicing the Yellow Zone together, looking for cultural inspiration together and going on tour together. Those days were really happy, but Ida stopped speaking as though she thought of something and her smile turns bitter. 2 years ago, when Ferris and I were out in the contamination zones together, we were attacked by Varjagers. The PMC assigned to protect us was taken out by Jaegers and Ferris too. I passed out back then and was mistaken for dead, but a passing bounty hunter saved me. Everyone in the troop was heartbroken over Ferris. We lost a great actress and a good friend. After that, everyone in the troop was grieving for her, and the lead actress role for Daybreak's Oath was set vacant for a long time. Later on, I remembered that Ida and Ferris had acted opposite of each other, and had her try out for the position. She did well, so we decided to permanently assign it to her. But I didn't expect that the decision would lead to a misunderstanding by Ferris's parents. They thought that Ida had gotten Ferris killed in order to become the lead actress. Did you not try to contact Ferris's parents? Oh, we tried many times, but Ferris' parents thought the troop was in on it and with Ida and kept refusing to talk to us. Ida also tried looking for those Variegas, but they've never been easy to find, and the situation was very chaotic back then. With all that time gone by, we couldn't find any evidence at all. And that's how the misunderstanding lasted all the way until now. Yes, the truth is, Ida's been working hard to try and erase that misunderstanding. During the tour, Ida convinced me to change the script and ending as a memorial to Ferris. Frankly speaking, we weren't too happy about the change at first, but Ida went all over to get inspiration and build up experience as a scriptwriter before consulting me about it many times, and in the end, the altered script began to take shape. After we finished rewriting the script, we began preparing for our tour. Right after we finalized the show schedule, Ida sent an invitation to Ferris's parents. And you know how that went. Everyone present goes silent as they look at the last shards and red paint scattered everywhere. Ida, is there anything we can do to help? Stay alert and protect the future shows. That's right. Since they rejected Ida's goodwill, they definitely won't give up easily. Ida smiles bitterly and bows to everyone again. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. Ensuring the show takes place successfully is part of the request. You don't have to blame yourself for this, Miss Ida. Zhao Wei helps Ida up, and Jiang Yu comes over to help support her by the shoulders. Yup. Nothing's going to happen to the troop with us around. I'll be counting on you all in the future, then. It's getting late, and I also need to take care of the troop business. Oh yes, about those two attackers. Lead them to us. Miss Zhao Wei, could you go easy on them? After all, it was because of me that... Relax, we know our limits. Several minutes later, the two hired attackers receive a stern talking from Jiang Yu and slink off, vanishing into the night. As I watch them fade away, I can't help but ponder the situation. So, they were hired then. No, if they were like the people who tried to ambush Ida earlier, they're probably related to Variegas too. Before the two men can flee into the darkness, I call out to Groza. Groza, follow them and see where they're headed. Alright, that's it for the story part of the stream. So I'm gonna do the Frontline Survivors and we're gonna continue the storyline in the next stream for this, maybe on Saturday. But I'll do Summer Supply, do Frontline Survivors, and I'll take a break and we'll start Style Blade later. What's Groza and Bepley here? I really don't understand, but they're there for some reason. Kind of weird.
重さだ。みんなのために。立ってろ。私が終わらせる。交代するのが今のうちよ。未来は定まった。ハンデを当てる。昔みたいに私に感謝するといいわ。これは決意の重さだ。みんなのために。立ってろ。ごめん。私が終わらせる。
I saw Salome's new outfit. Damn, that was so nice, man.
交代するのが今のうちよ。未来は定まった。404を敵に回したのが運の尽きよ。
Oh well. Well, we'll get the rest soon enough, I guess. Alright. Based on my priority right now, it's getting all this. Perfect. I don't know what goes next. Maybe we'll get this. We might roll. Well, you know, C0 isn't so bad. Oh yeah, Sabrina also gets an update today, right? I just remembered that. Yeah, she got an update. Let's get it. Her Monty first. Easy. I wonder some dudes ran the water. Let me. I'm sure someone ran the target practice for water. Oh, okay. I should see. No one ran as Zhao Wei. No one? No one? Damn. It's really over for Zhao Wei or some shit. What the hell? Alright, Frontline Survivors, here we go. It's gaming time. Oh wait, let me do the 5 minutes first. Let's see. I don't care about crit rate right now, so I'm not leveling it. This is I need some time to work on that. So I'll just level this up, and my issue here is my attack is below 100%, so I need to raise it. No, I don't want to decrease attack boost as much as possible. Maybe only 190 or 180. No, 190. So I already have it. Or as much as possible, it doesn't even move at all. Still have 1 million. I don't care about crit rate, so no. limited amount of materials. Interesting.
視線あおかえりなさい
I mean, what else is new in the patch? I kind of forgot, but like, I don't remember what else is new. Oh yeah, I haven't done this one. I'll worry about that later, I guess. Yeah, maybe C0 isn't so bad. I don't want to buy Hercus though, like. Yeah. I'll think about it. I want to spend some time thinking about it. All right, let's go for Frontline Survivors, and then gonna call it a day. I wanna know what. Oh, there's our friend leaderboard. Oh, damn. This guy really went all in. Let me try it. Pita. I don't know her gimmick, so... By the way, I can't wait to have Lynn. I'm so excited for Lynn, man. It's gonna be the best day ever. So you want her to be constantly moving and constantly follow. Okay, I get her strat now. Okay. Movement speed is fast. Wait, did I get damage? Oh shit. Oh yeah, I'm planning to also read Canada soon, or maybe, you know what? Because I heard it's really short, so I could probably do it over the weekend or not, or next weekend. I don't know. Oh shit. I need to get HP soon. By the way, I have to remember that Kukai during the Frontline Survivor is so overpowered, man. So overpowered. It wasn't even fair at that point. Man. Alright, I guess. Oh, okay, that's nice. What's the difference? What the hell? Oh, nice. She has a voice line. I love Uchidamaya, by the way. I like the new lines though. Yeah, they used to not do that. Just randomly saying stuff in the middle of the game mode. Alright, that's just a reuse of their usual line. Bro, everything feels faster now. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh shit. Bro, it's so fast. What the fuck, bro? I use me now. Oh, it's only 10 minutes for like regular. I didn't know that. All right, let's do this again. Cheetah's fun.
すぐに行こう。目標はもちろんカニーバザーの打倒。
Wait, they literally gave her a new line just for this, I guess. Damn. The faster it is, the better. Gotta move fast. Deja vu. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm watching the stream I'm watching. Nameless King, one hit, 25% damage, one fucking hit. It's amazing. It's really scary, man. Almost.
いいでしょう。この天才様は最終形態となった。
Bro, everything's so fast. What the fuck? Scared. Oh shit. Ah, fucking hell. Oh shit, bro. Oh well. Go challenge.
ご命令を。
Man, their movement speed is so slow. Her... the hell is that? That's new, the enemy type there. Or I don't notice them before. Yeah. Go around. Oh, these assholes are so hard. There's a lot of them, man. What is that? What the hell?
今よ。この程度？私が終わらせる。
How many minutes is the challenge? Well, I haven't gotten to the point where unlock the bonus challenges yet. So still okay, still whatever, I guess. Oh, the shield guys are so much of a hassle. Damn, where's the boss? Damn, 42k. Holy shit. Recruiting. Should we roll? Well, I have enough to roll her once at least. Caesar wasn't so bad. All right, fine. Caesar wasn't so bad. I'm not rolling for a gun anyway. Yeah, I'm not rolling for a gun. Oh, Colpen. The Caesar. If I don't get her at 50-50, I'm not gonna try to push it further. Because I don't know what's next, who's special enough that they're willing to break usual protocol and announce whoever she is earlier. Oh, QJ. Yeah. Which I already have C6 by the way. V6 now by the way. Well, it's not meant to be. No, okay, I'll go for one more. Just to get C0. Fine. But other than that, I'm not gonna go any further. Thank God. Alright, I'm done. I'm not gonna roll any further.
あなたがダイエンたちの言う指揮官。私もそう呼ぼうかな。
Damn. All right. That's all. That's all. That's all. I'm not gonna roll any more than this. Okay. Still gonna roll for whoever's next. I have set aside savings for like a V6 R6 Springfield. And I think that savings is also more than enough to also get something else, a V6 R6 as well. I might be oversaving for that. I don't know. All right, let's level her up first. Of course I'll get her skin because why not? It'll be funny if she slowly starts becoming meta somewhere along the year. At least I have her at least now, so alright. So I'm not gonna get her gun. I really don't care, man. I think I don't know if this bar is good enough for her. I don't know, man. I'll think about it. But she's still not priority for me. Heard she's just like a flex slot for a lot of people. Oh, that's nice. Increased damage. It's always wonder. It's always welcome. Okay. Oh. Forgot to worry about this one. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out in a while. At the start of the stern, increases critical damage. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, we'll figure her out. Yeah, let's iron and craft. I also have a lot of USB sticks I can burn anyway. We could probably go for that route as well. Survey. A lot of USB sticks. Okay. Don't mind burning all. No, actually, I kind of mind. Yeah, there should be more than enough at this point. I don't know what's actually good for her, so I'm just gonna give her this. Spire's good. Change probably the attachments. Of course, I don't have attachments for her, so I'm probably gonna farm her attachments. But she's like so low priority for me, to be honest. Like I'd rather work on Ulrich's attachments. Use her affection. Oh yeah, her skin. Oh yeah, we'll have to get her skin, by the way. It's important. That's really important. This is important. Oh, I just noticed her scar. There's a scar on her right arm. Or maybe a tattoo. No, it looks more like a scar. No. Okay. So the commander did describe that she thought that she could be, you know, it was skin damage that, and it's kind of strange that she didn't have it repaired or some shit like that. I kind of forgot. What are the other what are the other things that have this new in this patch? All I know is about Sabrina. I can't remember if there's like someone is also. Oh, okay, I can do this. All right, give me a split second. Gotta censor this. It's not for kids. This is a Christian stream. You're not supposed to see things like this. Things that adults worry about. Very lewd. Alright, we're so back. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Alright. Shigekan, when I was alone in the past, I never thought that someone would want to share my journey with me. So I hope you'll continue traveling with me from now on, Shigekan. I hope to greet each sunrise with you and spend each dawn by your side. That's very simple, but like, yeah. But it's very simple. They were like, yeah, whatever. Just get married, bro. Yeah, I'm not getting her gun. I don't feel obligated to. Oh yes, teleport. Wait, did she ever get her Maki in Cien? I actually don't know. It would be funny if her Maki makes her overpowered. But some characters greatly improve because of their Maki. I wonder who's gonna be the first half anniversary doll. I mean, I'm not surprised if it's like. I wonder who. Yeah, I wonder who will be the. Oh, there's a diner gate. What's a diner gate doing here? Anyway, it's kind of cool. Cool. Oh yeah, Stellar Blade. I'm gonna do Stellar Blade at 10:30. I gotta take a break soon. Then we'll start Stellar Blade at 10:30. It's gaming time. Okay. What's this special looking thing? That's unusual, but anyway. 1,000. No, I just wanted to decrease the amount we have here. Look at that. Look at this pile. Pile of nothing. I wonder if a full water team is useful now. I don't know. I mean, I know V6 R6 her, so I don't know. I mean, we have Sabrina and all, but like, you know. Gee.
全員できたら帰ったらパーッと打ち上げしよう。冗談。
All right, we're good for that, and then clean all. Flame. Let's win pass. One more week to go. Who's getting upgrade? Oh, Vanguard. Oh man, just Zhao Wei's gonna get an upgrade and stuff, I guess. Oh, we could actually finish this now. Are we made it in time. I'm impressed. I thought I was never gonna make it, but I did. They basically said, "Bro, just roll for the Zhao Wei." Well, so much for that one guy who was complaining about, like, how are we already maxed out all our dolls. What are we gonna do? Bro, if we're capable of maxing out dolls, it just shouldn't be like a lot. But sure, we're missing out on stuff, but like, I mean, compared to your F2P, you guys just do carefully grind out this thing. Now it's gaming time, or rather racing time. I don't know who the hell in Mika really loves racing. Like, they awfully have a lot of like racing things, awfully a lot. What the fuck is this thing? What the hell is that? I can't remember the other things that are new. I don't know if someone's but there's also like another doll that got. I only remember that Sabrina was able to get like a mod key. I don't know if someone's also can be married now or something like that. Pen. Oh man, okay, that's the issue since I'm also farming for like Springfield's gear. I gotta also have to worry about that. Who knows? There might be another Hydro doll that takes advantage of health boost. I think Florence is, but we're talking about someone using a handgun. Oh well, whatever. I still have a lot of sources up the USB stick. Not this one. I don't care about that one. So my other sources of the USB sticks. This. But I don't have a use for it right now, so I'll worry about that later. Not in a hurry. I'll think about it, what I'm gonna use it on. But right now, it's not like I'm in a super hurry to farm. I really wonder who the next stall is. They're really in a hurry for a lot of things. Let me actually quickly check the X page just to have an idea what are the other updates going on right now. Cause I don't know. Who knows? For the 6 month half anniversary, they might also allow for fucking Doritos to be used. There's a GFL2 festival in Korea right now. I'm looking at one of the cosplayers I follow. Wait, let me not get distracted by such things. Exilium update. Where's the? They usually have an infograph for everything. Okay, here's the giant infograph. Zhao Wei, Juggernaut. I don't care about that. I mean, oh yeah, Kralik also has a limited time offer for her. Get up. I don't have. I don't feel like spending. Covenant update Zhao Wei. Okay, we already had that. Neural Helix system. Oh, Cold Pen. Oh, Cold Pen also has one. Okay, nice. Let's look into Cold Pen. I knew I was missing something. Cold Pen. When Cold Pen performing action support, the allied unit performing targeted attack recovers HP. Well, one of these days we're gonna get Florence. What if Florence is next? That'll be also funny. It'll be just fucking Florence, and then you know. So it's called Pan Zhao Wei's Covenant. That's it. So I'm guessing, yeah, they're probably doing a half anniversary thing. I don't know. You know what? I really don't know. All right. That's it for Girls Frontline 2. We're gonna continue the story on either Saturday or Sunday. Maybe Saturday, because Sunday is Gunsmoke Day, and I wonder if I'm gonna read kind of this soon. Anyway, I'll think about it, or either next week. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the Stellar Blade stream in 30 minutes. It's 9:50, so I'll go online again around 10:30.